Good morning, child. How do you do, baby? What's going on with you? Baby, I done decided to call this Good Morning Sunshine. How are you doing today, baby? So we are going to do a reading, you guys, a money reading, but I just got a music license. Uh-oh. I just got a music license and I am going to play some music. Oh, wait a minute. It's on my computer. I'm going to play some music. Hey, y'all, I can't see what you're saying. Y'all, where's my babies at? I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm back. See what happened? I'll tell you what happened in a minute, but let me get some music up and popping. Now, if the music is too loud, I wonder, can I play the music here? No, the music is on my computer. Damn, I hope it's not too loud for y'all. But if it is, let me know. There's one that I was really feeling. Hold on, is this it? Let me see if this is it. I don't think this is it. No, that's not it. No, wait a minute. Is that it? No, that's not it. Hold on. What is going on here? What? What? Oh. No, that's not it. Yeah, this is it. All right. Whew. So, y'all, it's been a little journey since I saw you last. The last time we talked, we was talking about career and stuff, and I started doing some research and I went off to try and see if I really, what I wanted to do. And it took 3 weeks, but I created that video that I released yesterday. And it had me gone for 3 weeks. And I just don't think that that's what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting ready to do this reading that I've had for the longest time. But you guys say good morning to me. I don't know what the lagging is. All right. So this is a career and tarot card reading. And I want to tell you the cards that I got for the readings. Okay. Okay, here we go. There you are. I was wondering where my babies were. Hey, what's going on? It is time, child, for the morning reading for your career, child. Now, who do we have in here? Let's see, who do we have? I don't see my regulars. Pearl Parker, what's going on? How you doing, child? So, I did this very curious reading, you guys, and it was about money and career. And it was so powerful that honestly, I just really needed to take some time to take it in. Can you hear me? You said I lost my connection. Is the music too loud? I kind of want to see what the cards want to say today. All right, but I do have another reading here. But let's see what they want to say about career today. Money and career. Money and career. Money, business, and career. Money. It looks like a lot of you have different options that you can go into. It looks like with the Four of Cups here, there's going to be different opportunities. But I think you're looking for the opportunity that makes you feel the most passionate here, right? So I would like the rooms to actually choose which number we're going to use, but I'll just use this. All right. So let's see what else the cards want to say about those of you who are here now, your money, career. Ooh, the Ten of Cups. Wow. So some of you are really blessed with a group of people that truly love you and they support you. And if this is not happening now, the readings are timeless. But I feel like some of you are part of a community that's very supportive, or you have a real good, happy family life, or there's some happiness and joy that's coming around you as it relates to your career, right? The Three of Coins, some of you are doing what you absolutely love to do. We're going to wait for some more people to come in, okay? Because I have a message that I really want to give. So we have the Three of Coins. I feel with the Three of Coins, well, let me just lay out the reading and see what they want to say to those of you who are here right now until my regulars get here, okay? Let's see what the cards want to say to you about your career. All right. Wow. Wow, you guys, it seems like the people love you. The Queen of Cups. I don't know what you do for a living, but don't ever underestimate whether or not your clients love you. Don't underestimate whether or not people like your business or love your business, because with the Queen of Cups here, they really do. In fact, what I'm getting is that the cards are kind of telling you that it's time to tap more into your feminine energy. And whatever that might mean to you, I feel like you might get more business or get farther with your career by them seeing almost like a soft side of you here, right? That even works with criminals, at the bank. But I'm kind of really sensing with this card that they're really trying to emphasize the importance of self care. I'm really getting that. They say that a lot of you, it's like you're not sleeping good. Who is this? Who am I talking to? Some of you are not sleeping good. You're up at night. You're not really prioritizing self care here. Who is this? Who am I talking to who's not getting enough sleep at night? Me? Oh, well, yeah, huh? You're here. That should say something, right? But yeah, they're saying that some of you are definitely not getting enough sleep at night and you're up all night. And they're definitely feeling that you should prioritize self care. The people already love you. The people already, want whatever services that you're having. So you don't have to worry about that, is what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing that some of you really need to prioritize family life as well. That's cool. Some of you need to definitely prioritize your family life as well. But, the truth of the matter is the first card that I got when I first did this reading, you guys, was the Four of Swords with the Four of Swords. Here, let me get this reading out because I'll be remembering my readings, you guys. Yeah, this was it with the Ace of Wands. The Ten of Swords was at the bottom, reverse, the Hangman. Then I saw the Wheel of Fortune. And now, how many of you guys are in business? Anybody in business for yourself? The High Priestess, the Devil, the Lovers. Nope, that wasn't it. The Ace of Pentacles, the Moon. How many business owners do we have? Anybody? Yeah, this was it. And then the Wheel of Fortune. All right. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So, at the heart of the matter for money and career this week was the Four of Swords with the Three of Cups. And like I've said many a times, hi, Master Glam, how you doing? The Four of Swords with the Three of Cups. Some of you are just tired. Hi, good morning. Some of you are just tired. Who are you? Who is not sleeping enough here? This bitch is tired. She ain't getting enough rest, right? Some of you are just really working yourself to death. And they're saying that you need to spend more time with your friends and with your family. You need to put the sword down and pick the cup up and have some fun, right? So I went to the movies, you guys, and I went to go see Avatar. And I said in the video, actually, that I hadn't been in 5 years, but the truth of the matter was I hadn't been to the movies in 12 years. Good morning. Here my girls are. So what I really felt like the cards were saying is some of you are working too hard. Who is it? Who am I talking to? And you just trying to take care of everybody else and everything else but you. Who am I talking to? Because I know I'm talking to somebody, child, right? So the cards were saying, I got the Ace of Wands reverse with the Strength card. And they were saying that if you do not prioritize your rest, your self-care, whatever you're trying to do in business, it's not going to be as strong as it would be if you were taking care of you, drinking more water and getting more rest, right? And then whenever I see the Four of Swords with the Strength card, it always says to me mental health, right? Because we have the swords, which represents, there we go. We have the swords that represents thoughts. And then we have strength that represents being strong. So from this reading, what I'm getting is if you really want to succeed in business, I don't mean to push that in your face. I just wanted you guys to see the cards. But I feel like with the cards, I mean, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I have a newfound level of respect for the tarot after this reading, because it's never talked to me so direct. Maybe it has, and I just wasn't really ready to hear it. But what I really felt like the cards were saying very strongly is, listen, you need to take care of yourself, right? And not only do you need to take care of yourself, you need to take care of your mental health. And if you don't do that, right, then whatever it is that you're trying to start, it's not going to really take off, right? Or you may have success. You and I may have success for a period of time, but without a very strong self-care team and unit, without a self-care, see, whenever you come up higher in your life, you need a self-care program to match that, just to deal with the stress of success. Beyonce, if you want to operate, on her level, they have teams and teams of people that help them deal with stress. They have nutritionists and therapists and life coaches and pastors and Jay-Z talked about that on a show with some black man on BET, right? So what the cards are saying is there's some of you who are starting, you're doing something new, right? I saw for some of you the Fool. Like if this reading is for you, you might have, because I saw the Fool in the recent past. So you've been craving for something new for a while, and maybe some of you have just stepped out on it. Yes. Good. So yes, you've been craving something new for a while, and maybe some of you just stepped on it with it to try it out. It looks like with the Page of Wands here, people really like you. They like your work too, right? And some of you could have like gone through some type of death of a career, or something ended or something died, and you're kind of healing from this, and there's this new thing that maybe you've taken a hold on to recently. Could be a new job, a new promotion, a new opportunity. You're going into a new direction. Some of you recently, you could have moved into a new direction, and the cards are saying, and there could be great fortune for you with the Wheel of Fortune here, but it's going to depend upon your self-care. All right, the Four of Swords with the Strength card. How many of you guys have heard of the Tetris games? Well, the Tetris video game, what was here? The star reverse was there. The Tetris video games is, I guess, I don't know, I've never played with blocks before. Yes, Tetris is old, right? So the co-founder of the Tetris video games, how many of you guys know what happened to him? He was sleep deprived. All right. So the cards are saying your self-care is going to determine how long you're able to sustain whatever amount of success you acquire. Now, if you are happy with your success, right, and look at what you were able to do by yourself, right? Now, imagine you would start implementing self-care like support, going out with friends, going to the movies, maybe getting a therapist, getting a career coach, because I'm a career coach and I'm going to be accepting 7 new people, right, for an interview to see if this is a match, right? Because when I went into my prayer closet, that's what God said to do. So, anyway, imagine what you would be able to accomplish with support and with self care. The cards are saying that no matter how talented you are, how good you are, how much, because people really like you, that's not the issue. In fact, in some cases, I would say that some people are absolutely crazy about your offer, your gifts, your talents, your whatever it is that you offer. And I do see people actually coming to your services, right? And it seems like the more you self care, the more clients you'll get. The more you self care, the more you will be in position to sustain your success, right? Because the truth of the matter is, from what I'm seeing right here, success is stressful. Yeah, nobody ever talks about that. Nobody ever talks about the stress of success. There is this beautiful woman who is now a career coaching client of mine, because I like her energy and I feel like I can help her. Like, if I don't feel like I can help the person and it's an energetic match, I won't accept the client. But um, she's making like almost $200,000 a year, but it's coming at the expense of her health, right? Like, she's close to 400 pounds, right? So, in this society, it's all about producing, producing, producing. But what about feeling? What about you as a woman? What about how you feel and what you need to feel nurtured and loved and cared for? You know, um, for instance, do not self abandon. I mean, there's already enough people that has let you down as it is. Why be one of the other people that let you down? So let's talk about the Tetris guy. So that's why I have a newfound respect for the cards, because they're like, listen, tell the people who are coming to the reading that you can go as high as your self care. And however high your self care is pretty much where you're going to stay. Like, if you're not getting where you want to go, you might need to expand your self care, meaning what? You might need a life coach. You might need a support group, right? What do you need? I personally need to have my feet rubbed because it makes me happy as a woman. I like to be touched. I like my shoulder. I need that. I can't keep working, 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 working without being touched. in a non, like this morning, I cried. I need to cry. I need to let that shit out. I went into the closet and just boo-hooed, you know? And sometimes another thing that I do that I hadn't done for a long time was journal with my right hand and then answer with my left, because that's the masculine and the feminine energy, right? Right now, as I'm talking to you, I am with my feminine energy, right? I'm not going to abandon myself when I perform. I'm not going to abandon myself when I'm with you, right? Self abandonment is very painful. And I tell you, you can always tell when you go to a business when somebody is not taking care of themselves because they're cold. It's like you're dealing with a shell, almost like, why are you, you know what I mean? And then you can always tell when someone is taking care of themselves because they're fun, it's lively, they're somebody is actually in the body. And so when I say self-care, I'm not, and see, since there's so many major arcanas in here, I don't think the cards are talking about the peripheral Instagram influencer type of self-care bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Take a bath, light a candle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm talking about what kind of self-care would make you stop playing games with your life. I'm talking about the thing that you need to do so that you would live and that your mental health would be cool and you're not going around here fucking crazy and hiding that through work and work and work. I'm talking about, as a matter of fact, I'm talking about what kind of fundamental activities or life influences do you need to institute into your life to take care of yourself so you ain't fucking around with your life no more. Right? That's what, with these majors, that's what the cards are saying. Like, no, let's not bullshit each other. Your bitch ass need to go to AA and stop drinking because you got a motherfucking problem and everybody know but you. Right? I don't know who am I talking to right now. Right? And then, it's like me personally, I know the shit that fucks me up and I keep playing with it. I keep playing with it. And that thing is like, keep playing with me. Keep playing with me. Right? And the problem is sometimes I am in denial about this shit that I really need to be trying to take seriously. So I'm talking about what kind of self-care, like if you really wanted to accomplish that business and you ain't playing with yourself no more, like there's really a gun to your head. It's like, okay, what do you need to do in order to really get out there? For me, it's therapy. Right? But I ain't gonna lie, I look at that $200 going out and I'm like, can I just meditate? Shit, can a bitch take a bubble bath? But that ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? I found this lady yesterday. She was like, stop playing games with yourself. What does your self-care program need to look like in order to take you to the career heights that you really want to go? Because success is stressful. And whatever level you go to, you got to have a matching self-care level to match it. Otherwise, it's going to be, as the cards say, it's going to be short-lived. You'll be cool for a while, and then, it'll be short-lived. They're saying that for those of you, now, this is not my material. I really wish that it was. This is my interpretation of the tarot. And I ain't lying, I got a newfound respect for it after this reading because I was sharing this with people and their lives started changing. One girl started going to Workaholics Anonymous. And she said when she got there, they said, do not start any new projects without praying on it for 72 hours, sitting on it. So I'm talking about, what do you need? right? You might need some fucking antidepressants and you in denial about that, but your bitch ass is crazy. And if you were to take some cuckoo pills, you would be just fine. Just might need it for 3 months or two, child, just to get over. I know a girl who got laid off at the Silicon Valley. I don't know where the fuck the star car is. I know this girl who, oh, here it is. She got laid off. She's one of those people that got laid off from the tech companies, you know, and lost her tech job. I mean, what's going on with the tech industry is devastating. That's devastating. This is the one industry that promised that you were always going to be employed, and they lied to you. And now you're left devastated, sad, hopeless, feeling all kind of ways, feeling all kind of emotions. Somebody got to take care of you. That hurts. We are people. We just can't be working, and nobody hold us and rub our feet. So in the morning time, me and my girlfriend, we've been stretching and it feels so good. Come on, you guys, let's stretch together. All right. Let's stretch to the right. So you get into your body, right? How many of you are doing it? Let's stretch to the left, right? All right. And then, oh, stretch to your feet, left side. And let's go to the right. And then stretch to the right, okay? And then open up your legs and then go forward. Just to be in my body, guess what? My heart is filling up with blood. For me, everybody's self-care regimen is different because what you have different things in your chart, right? For one, like a fire sign, it might require a lot of activity. For me, it's for some reason as an air sign, I need a lot of things to get into my body. Um, what else has been the benefits of self-caring? So one of the ways that I believe I am able to talk to you about self-care, because see what the cards are saying is without us prioritizing mental health, okay? Without prioritizing mental health, it seems like whatever these new adventures or new avenues, new projects, new businesses that we start is going to start, is we're going to be passionate about it. It may even take off, but then it'll reach a peak and it won't go any further. Or if you really do go high, it's like you'll kill yourself in the process. You know, do you know how many pills Elvis Presley was on and Michael Jackson? It's like, so they would rather dope themselves up than to take care of themselves. And in this culture, we don't really talk about self-care, but this is the theme that I got from this reading very strongly. Like, and it was really, and so when I saw another thing too, the Four of Swords with the Three of Cups could represent healing in a community. And so I don't know if you guys saw that video I did yesterday, but I go into detail about what it's like. So I went back to Debtors Anonymous, and I'm going to show you some of the video. I went back to Debtors Anonymous, and this woman named Wanda was there. How many of you guys saw the video already? So this woman named Wanda was at, not now, God damn it, fuck. Jesus. You are now using YouTube signed out. Cancel. All right, let me see. I was not trying to get to YouTube and not be signed out. Sunshine Tarot. I want to show you what happened when I chose to self-care and I went to a Debtors Anonymous meeting. Career, is this job toxic? Okay, here we go. Oh, you guys, I'm not signed in my account where I don't have to pay for ads. Oh, you guys got to see my video yesterday. I want to show you Wanda. Hold on. So that's what we're talking about, the Four of Swords and the Three of Cups. But I want to show you Wanda. I went to a Debtors Anonymous meeting. Y'all check out my video though, okay? Because I spent 3 weeks putting this together for you. So here's Wanda. So the Four of Swords with the Three of Cups could represent a community that you're healing with. So for me, that's Debtors Anonymous, which are the 12 steps being applied to money and career. So I haven't been in like 3 to 5 years, but I was getting my nails done. Bottom line is, I decided to try to polish my own nails at home. I was just looking at everywhere I could cut, slice and dice. Well, after baby girl said. Okay, so you guys check out that video. So I started going. A part of my self-care routine has been to start going back to a 12-step program that deals with money management. And so when I went to the 12-step program, Wanda, whoever the fuck she is, she started talking about how she's cutting back. And then I called Geico, right? I ended up calling Geico. And Wanda says to look at your checking account every day. A part of self-care is having a savings account, knowing what's going on in your checking account, having a prudent reserve, 6 months saved, not under earning, right? So I looked at my checking account, and honestly, you guys, I usually have an enormous amount of anxiety with doing that. Like, I mean, anxiety that you will not even begin to understand. But if she could do it, I could do it too. And she sounds Black, so I felt like I could relate to her. And I looked at my checking account and saw how much I was paying for insurance. I never knew. I mean, because I don't know. And then she was like, so I called Progressive, and I found that instead of paying $289, I could pay $109. And that was just that little bit of self-care saved me, that kind of money. But I want to show it to you real quick because this really happened. And neither one of those people are paying me. Okay. They're not paying me, y'all. $289. And a little better, Yeah. $109. Yeah, she wouldn't give me the box. Y'all check that video out. Y'all check that video out. It's really nice. Good morning, everybody. Those of you who just come in, I haven't been able to. Where are my glasses? Where are my glasses? Okay. But anyway, so as a result of that self-care, with the money program, I got my insurance cut down $189. Then I went back to the meeting again, because a lot of people want to be billionaires or millionaires, but they don't budget. I'm not saying that's you. I'm saying, good morning. What's happening, Jaquez? Hey, thank you, Jaquez. Hey, mister, there's my babies. Yes, good morning. Good morning, y'all. So what I'm saying is a lot of people, they want to be millionaires, but they don't, want to look at their checking account. And unfortunately, that's you got to know what's going on with your checking account. Am I talking to you? He said, girl, you ain't talking to me. I don't know who the fuck you talking to, bitch, but you ain't talking to me. Okay, all right. So for those of you who just came in late, what I felt like this reading was saying is like this. I honestly felt like this was the most important reading I have ever done, really, as it relates to career and finances, because what the cards are saying is with 5 majors. Damn. The cards are like, you're not going to be happy with your results, right? You're not going to be happy with your results if you do not prioritize self-care, especially mental care. It looks like some of you are just working yourself to fucking death, and you are betraying your body. and you're betraying your mind and your spirit, but you're trying to work on it. Now, who's trying to work on it? The Ten of Swords reversed, that means you've been trying to work on it lately, right? You've been doing things to get a little better with child, right? But what I'm seeing here over and over again is the more you do things that really take care of you, meditate, go to church, talk to God, spend time with your feminine energy. See, because see, a lot of times people think, well, when I get there, I'm going to be rich. Well, let's talk about murders. Did you guys know what ended up happening to the Tetris owner? Do you know? You trying, Jaquise? That's good. Some of you been coming up already in this area. I want to apologize for not being around lately, especially as you guys were kind of getting used to me being here in the morning. What ended up happening was I was trying to find out which direction to take the show, right? Should I make videos like I did yesterday? Should I do a morning show? I'm still, it's new. I just changed the format within 30 days. So I'm still trying to find out where God is, right? And that project yesterday took 3 weeks to complete. 3 weeks to complete. So I really want you guys to check that video out and check the extended out too. Now, if you really like the broadcast today and you want to give a donation, the chat is open. Also, if you give $25 or more, I'm going to give you a downloadable branding workbook, okay? So I created a branding workbook and a career BBL workbook. So if you give 50 or more, you'll get both of those workbooks. But if you give 25 or more, I'll pull a card for you just to see about your career or whatever your question is, and I'll give you that branding workbook. But now, this is what I find very interesting, friends, is how strongly the Knight of Wands is coming towards your product, business, or service. See, and then with the Page of Wands coming, some of you could have done something that had failed. You could have walked away from something. You turned around. Also, I'm sorry, yeah, Mr. Tetris. So what happened to Mr. Tetris? So they are from Russia, and he just stopped taking care of himself and prioritizing sleep. And he started operating on just 2 hours of sleep a night for 1 year. And one day, his lack of self-care just made him snap. And this poor man, his mind was just so gone. Just in his mind, it made a lot of sense to go to his sleeping wife and stab her 13 times and bludgeon her head in with a hammer, and then proceed to his child's room and slit his child 13 times and bludgeoned his 12-year-old son to death. And then Mr. Tetris, whoever the Russian guy is, slit his throat so severely that the detective yesterday on the murder mystery show said that they could see his larynx. And what they kept repeating was that the man just had not slept in a year. I mean, I'm sure there were other mental health. Hey, Tidal Wave, good morning. You guys, she's a great reader. Now, I'm sure that, there were other contributing components to that. It probably wasn't just limited to that, but the fact that he did have mental health issues, I'm sure that thought of killing his wife didn't just pop up out of nowhere. I'm sure it's something he had been mulling over for a while, and he did not prioritize his self-care. And so what I'm seeing here, and then there's just story after story after story of how, these people, this one woman was talking about how her whole life she prioritized her career over her husband and over her children, and how now as an older woman, she never ended up saving enough for her retirement, and her older children want nothing to do with her. They were like, I don't even know you. And she's like, now that she's old, she looks back and she wonders, I prioritize success and fame and fortune and over my health, over my mental health. Even at the DA meetings that I go to, those people, the amount of health issues that those overworkers have. I mean, migraines and back problems and mental breakdowns. I know this one woman who said that, she just suppressed her emotions for like so many years that one day her body, her mind, and her everything just broke down. It's like, I cannot function without you taking care of me because I'm a human and I have needs and I need to be touched and I need to be heard and I need to spend time with friends and I need to be listened to and I need to feel good about me and I need to take care of my teeth and my cavities and I need a checkup and I need to make sure my breast doesn't have cancer in them. I and also when I also looked in the self care information that I was reading, and they said that skincare was a part of self care. So this morning, I put my Mary Kay stuff on and a moisturizer, and it feels good to direct that energy within. And I feel like I would much rather visualize where I want to be than to work myself to death in trying to keep up with lack. I mean, there are people who work themselves to death because of a see the thing about it is I'm going to be really honest with you. More money does not take away the fear of not being taken care of. It just numbs it up, right? That fear that I went into that prayer closet this morning to talk to God. And as I started like really praying, I started going a little bit under in the spirit. I feel like the Lord showed me, you think that I won't take care of you. You really think that either I'm not good enough for care or that I'm like these really deep seated fear deep seated fear about security and care that I think money is going to resolve. But speaking from someone who has made a lot of money, money doesn't take those fears away, it just numbs it up. So I really felt like self care was going into the presence of God and just being honest about, hey, I'm really afraid here. Because if you weren't really taken care of as a child, you may still be vibrating that lack of self-care. And you think working yourself like a dog is going to resolve that. But that's a spiritual thing. That's something that only God can kind of heal. But yes, in the process, we do need to be taking action. And that's what I think. It's interesting too, because in the extended video, of this video I did yesterday, there is this new law of attraction. And the guy who was speaking in the old secret, he said, if you look at the word attraction, the last six letters spells ACTION. The last six letters spells action, right? So it's not just about sitting someplace and visualizing, but it is about, taking actions that will garner you the wealth that you so choose, to acquire. But if that wealth comes on this real sick soul, right? It's like the lottery winners. It'll just be spent or mismanaged, or sometimes we may kill ourselves in the process of trying to get to, wherever it is we're trying to get to. So as I sat in the closet, I was like, Lord, what do I do? Lord, what do I do? And I felt like God said, well, first of all, what do you want? Because if you're not clear with what you want, how can I support you in getting that? And I just felt like it was like, you know what I want? I want self connection. I want to be happy. I want to, like today, like right now, I am so into my body. I can feel that my arms are cold, right? There are some people who are so detached that you could literally see goosebumps on their arms and they don't have a clue that they're cold because they've detached. They're not even feeling, you know, anymore. They're not feeling their bodies, they're not feeling their emotions. There's something very attractive about an employee. So I did business coaching for this company called eGain, and they hired me to talk to the executives about coaching because I was making so much money from it. Um, and the Carlos was his name. And I said, what is the thing that you absolutely need to do in the morning, Carlos, in order to be the best vice president of the customer service department possible? And he said, I absolutely need to swim. See, everybody's different. What works for an air sign may not work for a fire sign. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think everybody's self-care regimen or routine might be different, but for him, he needed to swim. And I tell you, it was just so amazing seeing him flourish and drop the weight, because he was like stuffing himself with food and instead of dealing with what was going on with him emotionally. So I feel like what this reading is saying this morning is some of you you're only going to go as not everybody, but some of you've already experienced this. It's like you just stay on this plateau. And it's like, why am I not going? And it's like, because there needs to be some more support. Or one of the ways that you can self care through your work is by upgrading your skills, right? So that you can be competitive in this ever changing workforce because technology changes what every 6 months. And so you might have some skill sets that could be, outdated. And one of the things that, we can do to love ourselves is to always enroll in some type of class. You can look title. I got the Paulo Santos that you sent me. But yeah, enroll in classes that will help you update your skills and make you competitive. And somebody was telling me something. Yeah, I forgot. Another thing too is I read that 70% of business success is visibility. Like 20% is branding, 10% is results, but 70% is people seeing you, right? I remember being actually in business conferences when they have been thinking about maybe promoting someone. And they always ask, like, who have I seen this person's work? Have I interacted with them? Who knows them? What are people saying about their productivity, right? But see, the thing about it is, once you are visible, do you have the self care to come across in a mature way so that you don't lose the people that come to your product, right? Some of you, you got the personality, you got the looks, you got the talent, right? It's just, you just need to maybe see somebody professionally, take some type of antidepressant or anti-anxiety. I was introduced to anti-depressants when I worked as a executive assistant to a vice president to a Swiss bank. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but a Swiss bank requires $1 million as a minimum deposit in California. And as a matter of fact, all of the Swiss banks are on California Street in California, in San Francisco. And he told me that he took something called Prozac and that it just really helped him to get his chemicals together, you know. And it's sad that some poor people would rather take crack, you know, that will destroy their lives than something that the doctors have created that is very private between you and your doctor. Nobody has to know. If you get on an antidepressant, nobody has to know. That can be between you and your doctor, right? But if that might be something that will help you function better, I don't know because I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying um, everybody has their own self-help thing they need to go through or self-care thing, but you can tell that like Michelle Obama, she really takes care of herself. I felt like Obama because people who take care of themselves are happy. They're wonderful to be around. They're as I also think that self-care is moving into a career that brings you joy because you're going to have to be doing something to bring the money in, right? And if it's something that you hate, I don't really think that that's loving yourself too much. I know it's not easy, but there are people that you can hire that can help you along the way. I'm going to be honest, it really pisses me off when people say they don't know what they're here to do, what they want to do. I didn't know that closet was open. It really pisses me off because I feel like, okay, so it's been how many years have you not known what you want to do? There's so many people you could hire to help you figure that out. So I think that overall, what I'm sensing here is some of you also might need to collaborate with others. Four of Swords with the Three of Cups. Maybe you're doing too much on your own, right? And it could be time to get support because it seems like people celebrate your work. This card is saying some of you could have taken a break. You could have, is anybody on a leave of absence, right? You may have not have been at a business as frequently as you formerly were, right? But it seems like the people love you, the Three of Cups. They really celebrate you and they celebrate your work and they wish that they could be friends with you, right? And some of you need collaborations because I feel that you would come up higher, you would be stronger, right? If you were to have more collaborations. The Page of Wands, some of you are definitely starting something new, not all of you, but I do see good news about it. I do see things turning for you, right? I see things taking a positive change, especially since the Knight of Wands is coming in representing customers, and they're very passionate. I just feel like some of you are going to start. I feel like for some of you, you're very concerned about what it is, am I really supposed to do? Yes. Hi. Good morning, Antoinette. Yes. So some of you are really trying to figure out, what is it that I'm really here to do? What is my life purpose? And I think that some of you could have actually left something that could have been very profitable because you want to move towards something that feels more meaningful. Now, who is that? And it's like you are real bold because not too many people can do shit like that. You want to leave your good job because you ain't happy? What? You want more? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, Hazel, that's not really what this is about today, honey. We're not really talking about love. We're talking about money, career, and finances. But I'm sorry that that happened to you, sweetheart. But yeah, so with the Page of Wands here, I feel like some of you are starting something new and you're very passionate about it, or you want to go into some direction that you're really passionate about, right? And I think, the cards are talking about how you're, I'm still a bit confused on my purpose. Yeah, a lot of people are confused about their purpose, right? But I still feel that there is a passion here, and they're saying that this could be the time that you need to learn more about your passion, study about it, upgrade your skills. Like somebody said that they want to be an actress. Maybe it's time to take another acting class, right? I know that I just enrolled in this class about career coaching, and it's talking about how to get a client from step one to step three in 3 months, right? Like job transitioning, life balance, work life balance. So I feel that there are clients, there are people who really are going to work with you, but the success of that, all right, because see, the Ace of Wands reverse could represent a false start. The success of these clients, the success of this business is really going to determine, is going to be determined by, your level of self-care. And I don't know what that might mean to you. That might mean, um, maybe for some of you, because this is the general reading, right? Maybe you do take care of yourself, but maybe you just need to budget more, or maybe you're not really caring for your finances the way that you need to care for them in order to be the millionaire that you want to be, right? Because if you spend a lot of money and you get $1 million, you're just going to spend it, right? I know this is not the kind of reading that people really want to hear, but the good news is the better your self care team is, the more they will come for you. And they will come and they will come and they will come and they will come and they will be red hot, passionate for your service, your business, your desire, right? Especially, if you are easy, because what is it, why do we want to work with people who have good mental health, right? Well, because they're consistent, they don't take things personally, they're more productive. People with good mental health have long-term standing professional relationships, you know like, as a result of taking care of myself more frequently, I notice that I don't go off as much. I still go off though, just so that we're clear. Okay. But just not as much. Like, a reader came on my channel and she was upset that I was releasing the most watched tarot videos, right? Well, the reason that I had released them, one of the reasons is for how many of my regular viewers were telling me that they still watch them over and over and over again. After about the 70th comment about that, I was like, okay, well, let me just re-release these because fuck. So this reader comes on the show, comes on my platform, and she goes, lame, lame, lame. She's regurgitating these readings from the past. And other people were like, well, yeah, it's called greatest hits or whatever it was, the most watched or whatever. It was like everybody understood but her, right? And usually I would just block a bitch and keep it running, keep it moving. But I think she might have had some things in her charts that was very compatible with me, because I didn't get angry with her, right? You know what I mean? Like, she could have Gemini. Um, she probably had Leo, Gemini, Libra. What other signs can't I get mad at for too long? Aquarius. No, take that back. Uh, Gemini, Libra, Leo, stuff that I'm really compatible with, because I didn't go off on her. What I said was, you really need to be cognizant of the impact of your behavior on your respective communities. I felt like you came across rather childish, and normally I would have blocked someone for this type of behavior, but you obviously have things in your chart that I'm compatible with because I'm not angry. So, please consider that. And this time I'm not going to block you. So that was all, she needed. She came back, and now you can't see this in the open because I took it under somebody's reply. So there's somebody's reply, and she replied to them, and then I replied to her. And I told her, as a reader, you know that readings are timeless. Like, I did a reading for me and my partner 3 years ago, and it's still happening just like that reading. That's why I'm saying for this reading that what is saying, this is my final word about this. you're only, some of you, right? If you don't self-care, you might end up killing yourself in the process to produce, right? Through like what I've been doing, overeating, although I've returned to Overeaters Anonymous, but overeating, overspending, fucking, um, well, we gonna leave weed out of it. Drinking, fucking, doing all kind of shit, anything and everything instead of taking care of you. No, 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 boo. And I even see a man coming that you might run off because you ain't taking care of yourself. It's like, he's like, fuck, you want me to be your everything. You want me to call you, talk to you, rub you. When are you going to be your own woman and take care of you, and that, me and you can be your we? Okay? So that is what I see. So now what do y'all think about that? Yeah, be exactly. Good morning, Lady Jazz. Now, what do y'all think about that? Okay, you guys, tell me this. I'm curious. What would you be more interested in? A digital planner, a career BBL, or what was the other one titled? Y'all know I smoke that stuff. You want a general reading? You did, Jaquise. I'm so glad you said that, because when me and Title did a reading yesterday on an update required, you must update your iPad. You must update to continue. Y'all are some controlling ass motherfuckers. I ain't doing none of this shit. Don't tell me what to do. Sign into the iTunes store. I'm not interested in that. Update. I don't want to sign into the. What is going on here? Hold on, y'all. So what did you self-care? Yeah, wait, it was self-care. If you have an ID, sign in here with it. Okay, y'all. I haven't, okay. All right. I'm going to go to the Apple store. What? Quit. What do you guys want more? Would you be interested like in a digital planner? A digital planner, a digital branding workbook, or the digital self-care workbook. But whatever the case is, I feel that self-care even helps with personal relationships or intimate relationships, because first of all, it's sexy, and it allows there to be a more intimacy. Yes, a digital workbook, career branding, or career BBL. Which one sounds more appetizing to you guys? A digital workbook on branding, a career BBL, self-care workbook, or a digital planner? So, career BBL, okay. Branding, which one would you? Yeah. Okay. So I want you guys to see, I'm having the hardest time with this. Branding and self-care. Okay. What I liked about the branding workbook is that it asked how it says to use your personality. What is going on here? Why can't I? What is going on? What the hell is going on? See, I haven't used this in so long. How how can I what is going on? How can I sign in if there's no typewriter to sign in? I don't understand what is going on here. All right, so you guys tell me what you learned today. Tell me what you tell me what you guys learned today. Branding and self-care. What did you learn today? Self-care is golden, right? What else did you learn? Got to make time for self. Exactly. Well, it's a that's exactly what I'm saying. But I'm saying like in a way that you ain't bullshitting no more. You know what I mean? Like, how do you turn off? I don't even know how to turn off an iPhone. How do you turn this thing off, you guys? Is there a there's a oh, is this it? Oh, that's the speaker button. That's yes. Self-care and keep learning. And yep, button on the top. Oh, oh, you're right. Okay. Right. What else? What else did you learn today? Basically, what I see, basically what I see is, I don't know. I feel like Michael Jackson just stopped self caring and it was just all about performing. And, he stopped hypothetically, he stopped hanging around his family. People, they start, you need your family unless your family is crazy. You need people, The other day, it feels good to just talk to somebody. And last night, I let myself talk to somebody into the wee hours of the morning because I read that that's what we need. We need sometimes to talk to people and let them know, not now. Why are they doing this? Um, oh, here's the typewriter. Okay, we need to talk to people and let them know, what's going on with us and how do you sign out of one Apple ID and get into another Apple ID. I want to sign into another Apple ID. I don't know how to, because see, they keep asking me this. I have another ID. Settings. Oh, you started doing yoga again? Michael, exactly. Michael was self-medicating. I feel like you can hear in people's music when they're self-caring. I feel like you can feel it in their business. I feel like I don't like working with people that don't self-care because they're not there. It's just a shell. I wanna feel your soul. What signs do we have on here today? What did you say to do? You said to go to settings and click on the Apple ID. Yes, I'm here. Click on Apple ID and it says how enter they're asking me for oh, sign out. Oh, you can sign out? Oh no, that's not what I'm trying to do. You must enter both your Apple ID and password. Turn off? Oh God, how do you change this? Do I have to reset? Do I reset the Apple? I just feel so I'm getting ready to start crying. I feel like a big baby. I really want to cry right now because I can't get past my Apple and they do me. Is it possible to reset the Apple? General? They won't even let me. Oh, reset, reset. Do I, do I, where's the computer guy at? Oh, Libra, Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini rising. Sign out of the title. She said, you're an old lady? You don't sound like no old lady, champ. Okay. Should I put erase all contents and settings? Am I going to erase all finish uploading, then erase? No, erase now. Enter your passcode. Cause see, yes, let's do that. Yes, I'm clear. They're still asking me for my password to do this. But all right, I'll just try and figure this out later because they're not letting me get out of my pass. They're not. See, I'm trying to sign in. I'm in. Oh, okay. All right. All right. So, okay. All right, you guys. So that's basically, what I saw that so what it is for me, like if I were to stop bullshitting, let me pull up this doctor's uh thing, you guys. Okay. I have this, let me pull up what this doctor said on self-care. Here she is. She says, let's hear it from the professionals because let's not hear it. She says, what is self-care? She says, do not let Instagram influencers fool you. Self-care is so much more than massages and bubble baths, luxury skincare products, and shopping sprees. Real self-care, listen to this, y'all. Real self-care is about learning what nourishes our body, like stretching. Were you guys here when we stretched earlier? Right? Stretching. Somebody help us with the yoga stretches. I don't know what to do. Right? All right. I'm gonna have to deal with this tomorrow, or later, because I'm just trying to. I don't know how to. It's not letting me sign out. I have to look this up later because I have no idea how to sign out here. Oh, good. So she says, So, real self care is about learning what nourishes our body, mind, and spirit. It's about discovering what makes us feel whole and free, what gives us purpose, what makes us feel like we matter and belong. So, it's deeper than, I'm going to take a bubble bath today and I'm going to massage my feet. You see what I'm saying? So she says, once again, don't let Instagram influencers fool you. Self care is so much more than massages and bubble baths and skincare products and shopping sprees. She says, it's truly about real self care is about learning what nourishes our body, mind, what nourishes makes your heart feel good, like you feel blood rush, nourish. That's a pretty strong word. Yeah, I just did that, right? Oh, twist slowly to the right. Yeah. Hi, Simple Shoni. All right. So what else does it say? It says it's about a journey of becoming our own best friend. Real self care is creating an intentional, full, purposeful lifestyle, right? Did you guys hear that? It's about a journey of becoming our own best friend. That's bullshit. I don't feel that. But I feel the next one. It says real self care is about creating an intentional, full, purposeful lifestyle, whether that's Bible study, right? Because see, sometimes self-care is going and going to church, child, and going up to that altar and letting that spirit hit you so you can make it through the week. I don't know. It could be Buddhism for you. But I remember for a long time, I had to go to the altar every Sunday to get through my life because it was rough back then, right? So it says it's about discovering what makes us feel whole. Damn, that is deep. I mean, fuck. I ain't never heard that before, y'all. I never heard nobody say, you self care to the degree that it makes you feel whole, whole, whole. I can't really say that a bath does that for me. Yeah. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad. Whole, whole, whole. Self care to the degree that you feel whole. Damn. Like that is some deep shit. That's some deep shit. Whole. Fuck. Yeah, And then this is a doctor who wrote this. And she says right here, yeah, don't let them Instagram influencers fool you with that self-care bullshit, being about just bubble baths and massages and luxury Rihanna skincare products, although that is a part of it, right? She says real self-care is about learning what nourishes our body, mind, and spirit. Now, let me ask you this. Whatever it is that you want to do professionally or whatever you do professionally, how would you come to the art or the craft if you were really taking care of yourself? Like, what kind of personality would the people get? What kind of product would you provide? What would your service be like if you really took care of yourself? I think I would be fun. I would be fun. Like, for instance, I got two new career clients, and I sent both of them these beautiful African American cards. They're so pretty. I'm about to show them to you. I'm about to go in there and get them. Watch me. You're a much nicer person. Yeah, what else? Let me go get these cards because I want y'all to see how talented this sister is. All right. Check her out, right? Isn't that just the prettiest thing? Look at that. Look. Isn't that the prettiest thing? Are y'all tripping off this like I am? Bringing life to connection that makes you go, yes. And then, isn't that cute? Right? Now look at Mamacita. This, you can feel this right here. You can feel that too. Now, right. Okay. Now, because I was loving myself, this time when I got a client, I loved them too. And oh, now look at this. I've had these for 2 years. Now, check out her cornrows, y'all. Isn't that nice? Oh, thank you, Jay. Right? Isn't that, she's so talented? I just love this girl's work so much. And this is another card of hers. Isn't that nice? I'm so proud of her. And one of the main reasons that we need to self-care as we elevate is because a lot of people are afraid of success, right? And they will sabotage it because they just don't know what to do with it. You need the support there. You need support to kind of help you navigate towards your next level, right? But yeah, these Beyonces and Sierras and all them, they got a whole team of people, child. And even like I said, Jay-Z was talking about that lift and place your finger on a button, lift and rest your finger. Why do they want me to put my finger on here? Yeah, this is like, I was not anticipating this at all. And I don't want this to be my sign out. That's what I want to do, sign out. But you create a new, create a new one. Create a new one. Yeah, I got a new Apple ID. I just want to show you guys this YouTube video, but it's not letting me go to YouTube. Yeah, absolutely. Because see, if you are, some of you, how many of you are mothers? I mean, just as a mother, you know which child has the maturity to handle which responsibility, right? How many of you guys have more than one children? How many of you guys are mothers? You got more than one child, so right, you know which child is healthy enough, together enough to be able to handle what level, yes, of responsibility. And I think that's kind of like what the universe is kind of like saying is you're going to go as high as you are willing to take care of yourself. And so it is really not letting me sign out. It's not letting me sign out and sign into another ID. It's not letting me. So yeah, so that's pretty much. I didn't see this happening in the cards when I asked about the YouTube thing today at all. I did not see this at all. So maybe it's just not supposed to be today, and I'll accept that. I'll just move on to something else. But yeah, so as a result of self-caring, I've been I took my dogs out for a walk because I was like, okay, so I can take care of myself. Now it's time to take care of my dogs. And I hate to say that we don't go for walks. They play outside, but we don't go for walks like you're supposed to take dogs for walks. Um, But let's see what has been the results of just trying to do it. I think the main result is I don't feel as empty. A lot of times when I would feel empty because I'm not a therapist, so I don't know what is going on with other people. But I know that for me, when I feel empty, it's nothing that my partners or friends can really do. That's something that I have to go inside and figure out what's going on. And usually, when I feel empty, I haven't been inside. That's what it means. I ain't home. I ain't been in there for a while. So, you know, okay. So, like, what do I mean about being like for me, my love language is touch. So, because that's my love language, I try to not only physically touch myself, but as of lately, okay, so now I don't know how to explain this, but some of you just get me. So, I'm going to just act like you get me. All right. So, like, there is a way to come inside of yourself while you're talking and just be there to hold yourself so that you're not abandoning you. It is an amazing feeling to not abandon yourself. And if you're watching and you're in prison or jail, you really need to self connect. Don't abandon yourself. Don't leave yourself alone without, let me give you an example. I'll give you a real, true, honest, heart to heart example. So I spent 3 weeks on this video that I'm trying to show you, right? And I was really disappointed in the views because I felt like if I spent 3 weeks working on this thing, I thought that people were going to like it a whole lot more than they did. And I was really sad about it, right? Well, when I felt sad about it, I immediately became aware that I was sad and that I came into my body to hold myself and to protect thoughts for coming in that were abusive because there was a younger part that was getting kind of sad. And so, or like the feminine energy. So the masculine energy came inside and said, hold up, I see you tripping. Hold up. What's going on? What are you thinking? Right? Well, I'm a failure. And then I was like, whoa, mommy, that's kind of deep. Right? I mean, you did this, you did this, you did that. I don't think you're a failure. Right? So then the next thought I heard was, I spent so much time and it was not a success. Right? And then I came back at myself and I said, well, maybe we need to talk to God. Maybe I need to talk to God and find out what direction to go in, especially if I'm going down like this, because I ain't having that. Why? Because my inside is precious to me. And so I took that feminine energy and took it to God so that I wouldn't be hurt and saying mean things to myself without any protection. Um, and I didn't want to ignore that part of me either because your emotions is what makes you wonderful. Yeah, that's your personality. That's what we want to see. That makes us want to be around you. You know, there's some people walking around here and their heart ain't nowhere in their body. And there's some people going to jobs and their heart ain't nowhere in that building. They at this place working, and it's like everybody loves you, everybody loves what you do, but what they don't know is that you ain't even there. Your heart ain't nowhere near there because I named you. So when I say self-care, I'm talking about the ability to tune in to yourself and find the tools to learn how to really coexist with yourself, self connected, especially in your career and in your life purpose. I just feel like that would make you a better singer. And you know who's really self connected is Meryl Streep. It makes you a better performer. I can hear when someone is singing just from their masculine energy. You know, there's this cancer singer, And every time she sings is from her heart. You can feel it. It moves you. But it's a very sad experience to be disconnected and to walk around just functioning in your masculine energy and not be self connected and giving people this authentic you that is just so amazing to be around and to, uh, connect with. So then, once again, I will say it like this. Right, right. Or, okay, so it says here, it's about self care is about a journey of becoming our own best friend. That's bullshit. This is what I like. Real self care is creating an intentional, like you intentionally say, hey, girl, you want to go hiking Saturday, and not some little bullshit either. I'm not saying get lost up in the hills and shit, but I mean something that you can feel, you know? Aretha Franklin had this song in the 70s on this song in this movie called Sparkle, and it was giving him something he can feel. Now, the En Vogue remade it, but I didn't feel that. I felt Aretha's, right? I'm talking about self care that you can feel that gets you up and like, I ain't feeling crazy. I don't feel no demons up in my mind because this shit really helps me from losing my fucking mind. Anytime a billionaire slits his throat, I mean, to the point where you can see his larynx, and he not, I didn't tell you that he was a clinical psychologist, did I? He knows better. He knew better. Self care is what helps keep people functional. It helps you to be a functional adult because you're taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, your mind more than anything. You're right. So anyway, what does it say here? It says, she says, it is a journey of it. It is an intentional, full lifestyle. Self care is a lifestyle. I gotta play tennis on Saturdays because I got this new client, and with this new client, I gotta work 20 hours a week. If I'm gonna take in a new client, then this is the next level of self care I need. If I'm going to, if I'm going to take in a new responsibility, then I need more massages. If I'm going to take in this, then I need that. That's what it's about. Every new level of success you reach. All right, we're just gonna have to look at it on my iPhone. I mean, on my we're gonna have to look at it on my YouTube on my phone. I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to fuck something up. All right, let's go here. Now, so yesterday I did this video. I wish you guys could really see it, but I'm going to show it to you like this. I hope you guys like it. I spent a lot of time on this video, and it is self-care right now, showing you this shit. Do you hear me? Tomorrow, you guys, I want to do this regularly. When I come back on, I'm going to have this fixed for us so that you can see shit through the Wi-Fi instead of looking at it at this long phone. But I was talking to somebody yesterday who was telling me about when they were self-caring, how many clients they had, and they took baths all the time, and how for them that is what I think that for me, my self-care had dropped significantly. And this is the last time I'm going to try this, you guys. If it doesn't work, I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to fuck something, love. So I have this. Is your Apple ID your email? Is it your email address? I have this therapist, and it's been really hard for me to find somebody that I really connect with. This ain't gonna work. Type your Apple ID. What is my Apple ID? This is so complicated, you guys. But I have a therapist, and when the first day we started working together, he said to me, he said, "What is my Apple ID? What the fuck is it?" Verify what is my Apple ID? Is it your um so he said to me, he said, if you don't take care of yourself, he said, there's absolutely nothing your partner can do to make you happy. Absolutely nothing. And so he was like, if you choose to not take care of yourself, I thought this was my fucking Apple ID. I don't understand, you guys. I'm so sorry. So I give up. All right. It's just not supposed to happen today. I'll respect the flow and just show you on my phone because I worked so hard on this little thing. I want you guys to see it. All right. I wish you could see it better, but this is me talking about self-care, and this is the 2-minute video, and it's available on YouTube, and there is an extension now. Hello. You know, oh, your ID can be your email. Yeah, see, I don't want to go back to that email address because they keep asking me for money. Um, okay, so this is what I did yesterday, you guys. I hope you like it. We gonna forget tonight. Uh-huh. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Maybe can you see it now? Yeah, not really. Okay, a little bit. What is that in the background? What? Baby, I'm doing a money and career meeting to film. All right, now your girls ain't got just what? With that big cup shower, what the hell is going on? Why is up in bed? Okay, she tired. Okay, she tired.
But also, I kind of feel like some of you just working way too much, and the cards are saying, as far as money and career in your business, I feel like they're really emphasizing the need to get some downtime, put the sword down, and pick the cup up, baby. And so that's exactly what I did.
So I went to see Avatar.
So we went to go see Avatar 2.
Her voice is so pretty.
Honestly, I forgot how fun having fun is. So I'm happy that the tarot cards are like, child, you work too damn much. Come have some fun.
I haven't been to the movies in 12 years.
And be in the fantasy land, child. So that's what I got out of the first interpretation. So if that resonates, if you've been working too much, it might be time for you to go to the karaoke bar and sing a song. Paint a picture. Or go have some fun, especially with some people. All right? So that's interpretation 1.
And I do make enough to take care of myself.
So the 4 of Swords with the 3 of Cups could represent a community that you're healing with. So for me, that's Debtors Anonymous, which are the 12 steps being applied to money and career. So I have been in like 3 to 5 years. I was getting my nails done. Bottom line is, I decided to try to polish my own nails at home. I was just looking at every way I could cut, slice and dice. Well, after baby girl said that, I applied that to my insurance. I was paying $289. I called Geico and I canceled that bitch. $289. Are you sure you in coverage that you received Geico? And a little better, yeah. What were they able to quote you after your treatment? $109. Yeah, she wouldn't give me the box. So once again, I am glad that I followed the advice of the tarot. What? Some of you could just be on absolute burn the fuck out. And it could have been because you were leaving a toxic work environment. Your love is toxic. This job is toxic. All them bitches could have just been full of shit. It takes a lot of good mental health to operate on Beyonce's.
So I took a lot of time to put that video together, you guys, and I hope you take the time to go look at it because it took a lot of time, but I wish that I could have showed you on my iPad, and I'm sorry I didn't have that together. I really didn't think it was going to be this hard to change your iPad information. So, but I'll look into it tomorrow. I just shit like this just really pisses me off. But that's all I have for you guys today, and I will definitely be back. Let's just do some clarifications, shall we? Let's do some clarification with this reading that I already have. Let's see, are we a little clearer now? So I really feel like this is a reading that will last for a very long time. Just add it. No, it's not letting me do that. It's asking me for security to do anything. They're saying they want me to sign into iCloud. It's asking me. I'm going to have to just look up how to sign into another name. You love it? Good. Yeah, that's what it's asking me. So let's do a quick, we'll do a quick clarification with the Light Seers Tarot. Whoever created this deck, they were so passionate. Look, some of you are not sleeping good at all. And somebody has not made mental health a priority because you talk really bad to yourself. And I think that what's going on is you may not have very good career boundaries, or see, it's really cold in here. I'm going to have to get a heater. You may not have really good mental boundaries, right? You may just kind of let yourself talk to yourself any kind of way, and like it's not okay. You know what? I'm gonna really be honest with you. To be honest, I don't feel like I am really stressing how good it felt to just not be up in the house working, worried about money. And no matter how much I make, I still worry. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. So that when I had began to go to these meetings and prioritize my mental health, we started getting out the house. And it was so nice. We went to them. I cannot put in words what the movies did for me. To give myself that, I mean, I know a lot of people go to the movies a lot, but it had been 12 years. Did anybody beat my number? How long has it been since you've been to the movies? Let's see, the last movie I saw before Avatar 2 was what? I think it was it was with Meryl Streep. It was 2009. How long has it been since you've been to the movies? I think I might win this one. Batman? Good morning. Tell me how long. I want to know. Mine is 2010. So was it 13? Oh, it was about 12 to 13 years ago. So long, I can't. 2010. Oh, fuck. Did you beat me? Mine was 2010. That's 13 years. How long? What's the longest you've been to the movies? How long has it been? What about dancing? Child, I don't even think I went dancing in my 40s at all. At all. Probably 2011. I went for a walk. Yeah, so I had been feeling like when I started getting out the house a little bit more, especially like when you work at home. Another thing that self-care includes is your chairs when you're playing your video games or at home. I noticed that I'm not very good with letting myself have a lot of light. Yeah, that's another area that I can come up in, but I cannot put in words how good it felt to finally get out of the fucking house and to do something that wasn't food or work related. Like I'll get out and go someplace for food, you know. And I didn't really share with my partner how good it felt to get out. And when I was in the prayer closet this morning, I was just telling fear or just not prioritizing fun and family and friends and going to the movies and going to Six Flags just for the fuck of it, you know. And I think it was because I just had been ignoring my thoughts, my feelings, my heart, my mind, my emotions, you know. That's not really they're taught that in Eastern medicine, but not really in the Western culture. And then we're not taught, and then we beat ourselves up for not doing it. And it's like, well, I don't want you to beat yourself up because who the fuck told you to do it? Has anybody ever told you to self care? I'm curious. I'd like to take a poll. I'd like to take a poll. Has anybody ever either told you or showed you how to self care? Let's take a poll here. Did you know you were supposed to? Did you know that? Has anybody ever showed you these little itty bitty joints? What am I supposed to do with those little itty bitty joints, child? Here we go. Here's a real one. Has anybody ever showed you or told you? Nobody ever showed or told you. See what? Were you over there beating yourself up? Well, that don't make no sense. Were you? Who was on? I'm curious. Who's over there beating themselves up and nobody ever showed you or told you? Were you at home beating yourself up and nobody ever showed you? Funny. Well, I mean, come on now, Jaquiz. Don't be beating yourself up and like, well, I should know. Well, I don't know how I was supposed to know, but I should know. Girl, child. Who else over there beating themselves up? Yeah, don't beat yourself up for not knowing how to do. Nah. We ain't doing that. That's not what we do over here at all. If you beating yourself up, then you really didn't get the point at all. Who else is over there beating themselves up? Don't beat yourself up. What we're going to do is create a self-care routine or regimen for you to help you to thrive at your optimum so that you can provide your peak performance at your job or at your career. We're going to create something like that for you. And it's like you need to create it really. And it can grow, it can change. Yeah, right? Let's create some type of self-care routine to you to just get started, and we can always revise it. Week 2, week 3, this is what worked, this didn't work. Like, quite frankly, exercise don't do what everybody says it does for them. I'd be trying to make it do that. What am I doing wrong? Everybody be like, oh girl, I went to the gym and I swoon. And I'd be like, okay, well, let me go. Shit, you saying it all like that? Shit, let me go. And it don't be feeling like that for me. What am I doing wrong? Ooh, girl, I broke a sweat and I was like, ooh, yeah. I'm like, honey, you sitting up here lying. Okay, good. If you are interested, I do provide career coaching. I got my first what do you call that? I got my first dream client uh, yesterday. And my dream client is somebody who is no nonsense about wanting to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, but at the same time, you want to learn to love yourself. Okay. So I'm going to put text my number here. And if you're interested in career coaching, you can text me and I can tell you about the prices and how I work. Okay. I start us off at once a month. Okay. Once or twice a month. First thing we need to do is create what's called a career. I mean, it's called a self-care will, a will in which you're looking at, am I caring for myself as far as nutrition is concerned? Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. Like if I journal and I take care of myself, I want to eat oatmeal. I want to eat fruit. I want to drink. If I've been ignoring myself, I'll eat anything, as you can see. I'll eat anything. I don't care. I mean, I'm not going to eat like no pig feet and shit like that. Look, speak for yourself. You talk about no damn pig feet. I like pig feet. Yeah. But I noticed that like the more I self-care, the more I want to eat snacks that nourish my body, that literally makes me feel good. Like after I have a rich salad, I feel nourished. A spinach salad, like with some beets. And what else makes me feel nourished in my salads? Tomatoes. Tomato is actually a fruit, but vegetables, stuff like that. Um, but so what I want to do is to help you to create some type of self-care routine that you can implement in your life that will keep you married. Okay. Because see, some people, if they just went to therapy, they could keep a man. Because that's what happened, to me. I wasn't able to maintain a relationship. And then I went to see someone with anger management. And after 10 sessions, I was cool. I was able to be with someone for 10 years after getting the tools. Sometimes you just need the tools. Some people, like, they beat themselves up and because they don't know. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not going to beat myself up for not knowing. That's ridiculous. Especially like once some of these tools, once you have them, it's like, oh, okay. I could not I could not plant any watermelon seeds because I didn't have the tools to till the ground. Well, how dare you not have the tools? I can go get them. They just $5, right? Okay. So yes, darling. I the Lord told me to do this today, actually, to pin my phone number and tell people that I was accepting clients. So I'm really curious to see who God was talking to, because I like divine connections. I like that, right? Thank you, Dollface. Right. I'm not into swimming, no, but hi, Penelope. How long have you been on the line? Yeah, but again, even self-care is sexy to men too. It's sexy. It's just sexy. It's just really attractive. Oh, you just got here. So what we're talking about, we're getting ready to close, but what we were talking about was how the Tarot was saying that no matter whatever endeavor that we're trying to embark upon, if we don't prioritize our mental health, okay, especially as it relates to um, community support, like a group, 12-step, whatever, if we don't prioritize our mental health, our successes were going to be short-lived. There would be a false start. Okay. It looked like some people were starting, pursuing something new, just stepping out in some type of new venture, new job, new career, new direction. And it's new for some of you. It's very new with the Page of Wands here. Hey, DP, you made it. It's new with the Page of Wands here. And I feel like this new thing is actually, it comes after something had ended or something didn't work out. Maybe a job ended a while ago, a business ended, and you're kind of getting over it. this new thing that you are, whoever is embarking upon, it looks like it has the potential. Thank you, Penelope. Thank you for the £2. I appreciate that. Okay, Lena, is this you that is interested in coaching? The person that just texted. Okay. Thank you, Penelope. I appreciate you too. And Penelope, I'm going to give you a download for branding. Okay. I was saying that if people gave $25 or more, I would, but I just want to try it out. I'm going to give you this link where you can download this digital workbook for branding. And it's about questions like, how do you want someone to feel after they've left your store? How do you want someone to feel after you guys have connected to each other? Okay, I got you, Lena. I got you. And it's funny, Lena, if this is a connection that God wants to, like if we see that it's a fit, I swear when I went into that prayer closet and I said, God, what direction do you want me to go? He said, today I want you to tell people that you're accepting 7 clients for career coaching, but I'm going to interview them. And we start off with once a month. And the first thing we do is we clarify your values so that we can find out how to best self-care. Because basically that's what self-care is to text me, Penelope, so I can have you download the branding thing. Now, Lena, if in fact you do become a client, I'm going to give you access to the branding workbook, the self-care workbook. The branding and the self-care workbook. In fact, I'm going to send it to my client that I just connected with last night. Okay, so Penelope, what we're saying here is the cards are saying just self-care because they will come. Take care of your mental health. Take care of one of the way, in the book that I created in the workbook, it talks about 6 ways to self-care. One is emotional. Well, there is emotional, spiritual, physical, but one of them is intellectual. And for air signs, intellectual self-care is very pertinent. And that's learning something new that really interests you. That could be reading a murder mystery because you like forensics files. Is Title still on here? I know she likes detective type of stuff, right? So self-care could be reading things. It could be updating your skill set. It could be learning what new technology is out there that could help you to be competitive in the job market so that you can take care of yourself and your family, right? It could be getting anything that will help you move to the next level. But what the cards are saying is that with this 4 swords representing thoughts, for me, it's talking about mental